Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Stretch and Flow. We are actually begin standing. So if you're seated like me, make your way on up and let's get started. Looks a little laggy, but I hope you guys can see me. So go ahead and start with your feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to take a big inhale in, bring the arms up overhead, and on an exhale, bend over to the right. Inhale back to center and exhale, bend over to the other side. Inhale back to center and exhale, reach back behind you. Inhale back to center and swan dive all the way forward. Keep the bent knees and just rock side to side. We're going to do all that 2 more times, slowly rolling up. And to come to a stand, take a big breath in, we'll reach the hands up and exhale over to the side. Inhale back to center, exhale over to the other side. Inhale back up, reach back on an exhale. And back to center, fold it forward, bend the knees, and hang your body. Slowly rolling it up. We'll do that one last time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale, other way. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, back to center. And exhale to fold. So right now our knees are pretty bent. You can start to kind of walk the feet out, straightening each leg, feeling out maybe if you're a little tight this morning. And then we'll roll back up to a stand. And on the way up, we'll roll our shoulders back 5 times. Then roll them forward 5 times. Now big arm circles back 5 times. And arm circles the other way 5 times. And then head circles, 5 in each direction, taking your time. And now come to center, drop your right ear to your right shoulder, keeping that left arm down. And drop your left ear to your left shoulder. And come back to center. Okay, we're going to come into what's called a chair pose. So put your feet together, sink your hips back, knees together, and bring your hands to your heart. What we're going to do is keep our knees together and twist our torso as far as it can go to place our elbow on our knee. So you're going to use that as traction. Don't just sink into it. Use that elbow and the knee to push into each other so that you can find this nice twist, elongating the spine. Just breathe. A little strengthening, a little stretching all at once. Maybe you want to open up the hands if that feels good. Whatever works for you today. And then if you twisted to the left like me, I hope you did, I should have told you that, take your right foot and step it back. If you twisted to the right, take your left foot and step it back. So now we're in this little mini lunge here. Staying nice and open with the chest. Maybe that front leg's starting to catch on fire a little bit. And then take the back foot if you're on your heel and place that heel down. We're going to come on up. Interlace our fingers behind. Bend that front knee generously. Take a big inhale. Look up, reach back. Exhale. Folding forward on the inside of that leg. Bringing the head down to the ground. Push into that front leg to stand up. Unlock the hands. Step the feet back together. And we're going to do that same thing on the other side. So if you twisted to the right, now you're going to twist to the left. If you're with me, we're twisting over to the right now. Stepping that foot back, left foot. Maybe open the hands if you want to. Plant that back heel down. Push into the front knee to bring it up. Interlace the hands behind you. Deep breath in, look up, reach back. Exhale, really bend that knee. Fold forward on the inside of the leg. Push into the front leg to stand up. Pivot on your feet. Keep your hands interlaced behind you so that you're in a straddle. Ooh, skating on the carpet. Gonna do the same thing, just fold forward, so push your hips back. Fold forward and let the hands fall with gravity. Continue to breathe. Not pushing the hands to go down, just letting them naturally go. Slowly come up enough so that you can safely unlock your hands. Make your way back down to the ground for some Spider-Man lunges. We're just gonna rock side to side. Pop that heel up or pop those toes up when you get there, and keep switching back and forth. Again, try to work on your mobility. That is strength within stretching, strength within your range of motion. And pick up your hands if you want, or continue to walk them side to side. One more on each side. And then when you end up back over on your right side, plant your hips down on the ground. Have a seat. If you can safely and comfortably keep this leg up here, awesome. Keep it like that. If you're like, holy cow, can't handle, put it down like this. Whatever feels better for you right now. We're going to try this one today. If you're with me, or if you have your knee down, that works too. Take your left hand, grab your right ankle, take your right hand up over your head. We're going to reach it over, keeping your chest facing forward, not down. Nice and open. Reaching on over, attempting to reach for that foot, but it's okay if you don't get there. helps to look up at the ceiling for this one so that you don't end up caving in, keeping everything nice and open. Slowly make your way back up, and we will come into the other side, just like we did before, transitioning our Spider-Man over to the other side, placing the hips down. If you need to drop that knee, that's okay, or keep it like this. We'll take our right hand to our left ankle, our left hand overhead, and on an exhale, reach over. Continuing to breathe, never pushing the stretch too far, just finding that discomfort. Slowly release the stretch, make your way back up, bring both feet together for butterfly. Slide the feet in as close to your body as they can go. Use those elbows to drop the knees down and fold. Maybe you can stack your fists and rest your head on the ground, or on your fists, I guess, because that would be your ground. Just breathe into the stretch. Slowly make your way back up. Cross your ankles and come through into a kneeling position. For cat-cow, stack the shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, and arch the belly. Look up. Exhale, round, and look at your belly. Continue on your own breath. Do one more cycle through. When you get to the end, find a neutral spine. Walk your hands toward your knees and up to a kneeling position. Tuck your toes under. We're going to either place our hands on our lower back and push forward and reach back for our camel pose. Or if you have accessibility to your ankles, you're going to reach back on your heels and do your camel pose that way. So whatever feels best for you. It can be fingertips up like this, or even on the sides if that's not comfortable. So choose which one you want to do. Start to reach back, pushing your hips forward as you go. That's the stretch here, is finding that back bend, pushing the hips forward, and then you can let the head hang. Two more deep breaths. And with control, slowly make your way back up to a neutral spine. Give yourself a second to reset because that's an intense stretch. And then walk your hands forward, slowly into a child's pose. We have extended child's pose, so take your knees nice and wide, take your big toes together, sit the hips back, and relax. And start to look up. We'll come up onto our knees and walk them back a bit. And then making sure that the hips stay directly over the knees, we'll slide our hands forward and drop our chest down to the ground for puppy pose. Start to walk your hands toward your knees. Come into a plank position. Take the right knee into the chest and drop it down for our pigeon stretch. So you can walk the left knee back a little bit. Sitting up nice and tall first. Squaring those hips off, so not letting the hips face that foot, but instead turning them towards the knee. And then on a nice exhale, we can fold it down. Slowly make your way back up. Don't go too far. We're going to take our left leg and wrap it around. So start to slide onto that right hip. Take the left leg, slide it all the way around, and either stop in front of your knee, or if you can make it, take it across over to the outside of that thigh. If you got it, plant that foot firmly on the ground wherever you are. We're going to take our left hand back behind us, our right elbow to the outside of our left thigh, and twist. Looking over the left shoulder, sitting up nice and tall. And then slowly release. Take that left foot, bring it back around. We'll push back into a downward dog, single leg. So put that right leg up in the air, shake it out, and then put that foot down and just take a second to pedal out your feet. We're going to do all that on the other side. Now we'll take our left foot and drive it into our chest, dropping down for our pigeon on the other side. Squaring off the hips, sitting up tall. Maybe walking that right knee back a smidge. You know, I say this every time, I just love pigeon. It's just so great. Sit there for like minutes on end. And then start to roll forward, laying down over that leg. And relax. See if you can just breathe in to all the places that are tight. Let go of any tension. Don't hold any muscles. Just let your body release the way that it needs to. Slowly start to make your way up. We'll do the same thing. So lean to the left now. Take that right foot, bring it all the way around, either stopping in front of the knee or crossing it all the way over to that left side. We'll take our right hand back, our left elbow to the outside of our right knee, and twist, looking over the right shoulder. Coming back to center, taking that foot and unraveling back through our pigeon. Tuck that right toe, push it back to downward dog, shake out that left leg, and then bring it down for a calf stretch. So left foot, left heel down, pushing back, stretching it out. And switch, right heel down. And then both heels down. Coming up onto the toes, we're gonna wave our body all the way into a plank, nice and slow. Once we get there, we'll slowly lower down to the ground, push into the hands, and lift the upper body. Look to your right. Look to your left. Back to center. And lower back down. Take your left heel, bring it in for a quad stretch. If you need more stretch, lift that left knee above the ground. Slowly release, switch it out. And release, both hands palms down on top of each other. Bend your right knee, lift it up off the ground, and take it over to the left, keeping your forehead on your hand. And back to center. Bend your left knee, lift it up, bring it up and over to the right. Back to center, back down, take your left arm out, and we'll roll over onto it for a chest stretch. Slowly back to center, right arm out, roll over onto it. And come back to the middle. Come into a forearm plank. Set yourself up with your hands in line with your elbows here. Come into your forearm plank. We're going to slowly come to dolphin pose, walking the feet up as high as they'll go. When you get there, Push backwards with the upper body. Try to get the head in line with the elbows. Two more deep breaths. Slowly walk the feet back down, or slide them if you're on the carpet like me. Coming back down through, and we're going to come to a froggy stretch. So push it back onto the hips and let the knees slide out wide into your froggy. Making sure that the heel is in line with the knee. And if this feels totally impossible for you, you could always be up here on your hands. Slowly make your way forward. Come out of that stretch, come into a kneeling position. Take your left hand in the center. Take your right hand up. And on an exhale, thread it all the way through. Palm up, reaching until your shoulder and your right ear come down to the ground. Once you're there, you can stay there or take your left hand around and back. I'm reaching underneath to connect with my right hip crease. If you bound your arms, slowly unwind, come back through. Place that left hand next to your head. Reach it up, back open, and to the center. Take your right hand in the center, lift left arm up. Exhale, thread through, palm faces up. Reach until your shoulder and your ear come to the ground. Either keep your hand where it is or bind by reaching around, grabbing for the inner thigh. If you bound your arms, slowly unwind. Place that hand back down next to your head and slowly unthread the needle, lifting all the way up. Open twist, back to center. And we're going to make our way onto our back. Well, I guess we'll stay seated for right now. Onto our bum. So place your fingertips forward and then lift the hips up and just slide forward and sit down. Actually, let's turn our fingertips backwards. That'll feel better. Feel a nice stretch in the shoulders. And push into the feet, coming back. Now we'll come all the way onto our backs, hugging our knees into our chest and rocking side to side. Drop both knees over to the right, arms out like a T, look left. Switch it out, over to the left, look to the right. Back to center. Take the feet down to the ground. Slide them out. Let the feet go side to side. Turn your palms up and take just less than a minute to breathe in and out 5 times on your own breath. Deep belly breathing. Letting go of yesterday, knowing that today is its own day and it's what you make of it. Once you're done with your 5 breaths, take your arms over your head and roll onto the side that you choose, pushing it up to come to a seated position. Thank you guys so much for joining me for Stretch and Flow this morning. I really appreciate it and hope to see you in class sometime soon. Have an awesome day.